In JavaScript, you can output data in a few different ways. So before we jump into that, I want you to create a new file called output.html within your JS folder that you created just earlier. And just add the basic structure, normalize CSS if you want. You don't really have to. We're just using this for the JavaScript, not the styles. Go ahead and give it a title of output and add a level 1 heading and a div with the ID of output. We're going to use this. We're going to use this at one time here in this lecture. So yes, there are a few different ways of outputting data in JavaScript. And by outputting data, I literally mean by displaying data on the screen or within your browser in some way. And so there are a number of different ways. One of the ways is using an alert box using the window.alert function. So I'll show you how to do that. So we're just going to add our script here at the bottom of our page before the closing body tag. And I'm going to say script is type text slash JavaScript. And in here, so I'll show you. So you can do the window.alert. And in the parentheses, it's looking for the data you want to alert. You can alert any sort of value here. You can alert a variable or fixed value. You can add numbers. You could do math. You could just do a string of text. So for example, I could say, hello world. If I save that and view this in my browser and then refresh, I will get an alert. It says hello world. I can also change that to some math or using arithmetic. So I could say something like 2 times 8. And that will give me the value, 16. So it's cool if you need to, you could just do a little JavaScript program to find out, to do your math for you. And you can also use, different numbers like this. And it'll tell you the value. There you go. And there's another way. So that is through the alert box. I'm going to comment that out so it doesn't keep displaying. Another way of outputting information is using the modifying the HTML output using document.write. Document.write looks like this. Document.write, and the parentheses is looking for the value that you want to output. Now, document.write is really good for just quickly testing something, seeing if a function works or a value is displaying properly or whatever. But it's not good for much else because it just adds just plain output. You can't actually target a specific, ID or anything like that. It's just going to flat out just display the text. And so it's just a really simple way of just, outputting information. So for example, I'll just say hello world, save that and we'll check it out in our browser here. There we go. So hello world. Now I'm just going to comment that out again, and I'll show you another way. And this next way is to write into a specific HTML element using inner HTML. And so we're going to write into an HTML element using inner HTML. And you would do that by using document. And you could use, in this case, the document.getElementById method. And in the parentheses, we're looking for an ID. So we do have one conveniently set up. That is the output. So in your strings there, could be double or single. And then the inner HTML, and then equals, and then you could put a string or you could put a number. So I'm going to say 3 times 3.14. Save that, and here it is, 9.42. And that is using the element with the ID of output. So it's specifically outputting to that element. Like so, ID, output. There we go. And then the other way is using console.log. So writing into the browser console. And I'll show you what that is in a sec here. So console.log, and we could just write something like, you're in the console. Save that. Now check this out, and I will inspect the element and view the browser console. There we go. This is in Chrome. So there we go. You're in the console. And I could do more. I could say, I could do another fixed value like 10 times 1,000 or 10,000.2. And that would give me, there we go, another value. So you can do whatever here in the console.log, and this is just again for testing purposes for the developer, just to see what kind of output they need to display, just for their own kind of sake, for testing purposes, debugging, things like that. You don't really do this for the user, so to speak. So yeah, those are the main output methods, using the alert box, modifying the HTML output, writing into the HTML element using inner HTML, and writing into the browser console. So hang tight. We're going to learn more about some JavaScript variables and such like that in upcoming lectures. See you there.